He went into seclusion for 100 years. The cultivation base has never broken through, but the body has achieved immortality. What shocked him the most was the 100 years he was away. His fame has long resounded throughout the entire immortal cultivation world. He also became a fearful supreme demon Dao under the disaster. The three major disciples are all commanding the existence of one side. First disciple generation, Devil Sect Empress, 1 million followers, and 2 disciples of the immortal realm. Asura Killer Hand, died countless creatures. 3 disciples. Supreme Ancient Emperor, a bone-pinching bug controls thousands of puppets. 2 girls only for participating in the Infinity Sect pageant inadvertently complained about a statue and was ruthlessly hunted down. Little did they know that it was the Empress's master who complained, the legendary Supreme Demon Dao too. People thought they would die here today. Who knows that the world will part ways on this matter? Drop the rolling thunder at this moment. There is only one person standing in the thunder on the top of the mountain, and this person is the protagonist. Night God. He is also the head of Yuan Xuan's concentration. Night City's retreat for 100 years has still not broken through, but the body wins. That's why he barely got out, just a flick of a finger, split the mountain in half. And the few disciples who were chasing and killing just now thought that there were experts on the opposite side to help, so he ran back to report to the sect master. When Night God noticed that someone was confused on the mountain he had just hacked. Did you accidentally hurt someone just now? So I quickly flew to the girls, just a gentle fall to the ground and it will be torn apart. When there is no way, let the strength not allow others to keep a low profile. After getting to know the Night God, I learned that the girls just said the wrong oath. He was hunted down by Wu Jizong until now. Night God did not expect this promised sect master to be so overbearing. If his apprentice Luan Yi were here, definitely won't allow this to happen. See them ignore. Night God decided to set off back to the original sect to see the little fangirl looking at the expert who was gradually leaving with admiration. Little did he know that the senior sister next to him was already trembling with fear. Just because the disciple Luan Yi mentioned by Night God is the Empress who chased and killed them, at this moment, the Night God still doesn't know that the Supreme Demon Dao is actually himself. It turns out that 100 years ago, the Night God killed all the traitors to protect him. After 100 years, no one came to attack the Xuanji sect just before he left. When she was a child, Luan Nir cried and begged the Blessed One not to leave, but the Night God has made up his mind. Instead of protecting them forever, let them grow and hone before leaving. He issued a final order to revive the prosperity of the sect during his 100-year retreat. Night God did not expect that in just 100 years, the sect's spiritual mountain actually repaired the spiritual veins. But when he came to the street outside the door, he terrified the people around him at this moment. The Night God has not noticed the way everyone looks at him. Then he suddenly found Mai on the street. I used to sell a lot of things like Chanli Schaffer Bao Titan, but when he saw the shepherd in his hands, he found it so familiar. Why does it look so similar to your handsome face? So he asked what kind of god the shepherd was, who knew that the boss was scared to see Yeshen, and advised Yeshen to raise his head 3 feet to have gods hurry up and turn back to the shore. Raise your head 3 feet, there are gods. And there are indeed gods. You wondered why this statue was dressed like him. At this time, someone suddenly appeared to crack down on counterfeiting. Yeshen deliberately dressed in the same clothes as the statue and deceived. The guard didn't say a word and attacked directly. Before God, Yi explained the chains were already added and they couldn't move, but in the next second, God Yi just broke the golden lock formation with a light force. You must know that only Her Majesty the female emperor can solve this formation. Several people whispered a few words. He actually changed his clothes again to welcome the Night God back to the sect. Soon Night God was invited to the Empress's attic. The eldest apprentice, Luan Yaner, suddenly appeared and rushed towards Master Night God after 100 years. People finally look forward to you. Night God really didn't expect. The yellow-haired girl who could only cry once became a sick empress who ordered millions of demon cultivators, who knew that the sick empress would cut off the legs of the corpse. Pierre, so he can't go anywhere. Only by his side, just hurt happiness forever. Who expected a knife to go down? The Night God's legs are actually intact. The empress looked surprised. Why did she keep slashing? Could it be that he used too little force? This attitude of never giving up if you don't achieve your goal is really Yanner's style. The disciple is so diligent. How can he not improve as a master? Breaking free with just one punch. Then the face of equipment said that even if the sea is 100 years, the master is still the master Yanner, and my heart are also far from my beloved disciple. Recall the agreement between the two of them under the tree. Powerful and beautiful Yanner can repel the bare waist at a young age. How could it not be beautiful? Jutian Xuan Vencho marrying master wants to be with Yanner forever, so the two hugged each other tightly. Once again, we vow to be together forever. Night God learned from his disciple that the reason why he changed the surname of a sect it's all to avoid the pursuit of fish. Since the master has returned, does the agreement with others still count? Night God immediately said that nature will not break its promise. The empress blushed instantly when she heard the words, Master actually promised to be with others forever. Isn't this a marriage contract? Little did he know that Night God thought he was talking about the promise to be with the master forever. When the two want to choose the auspicious day of the zodiac, suddenly, his subordinates came to report that the Book of Heaven had woken up. The major sects have robbed the world and gone to Tianshu City. Night God's face was dark and dangerous when he heard the words. Could it be the book he forgot to take away before he went into seclusion? The Empress immediately ordered the heavenly book. It belongs to his sect. Now the Night God is back. The heavenly book naturally responded responds, he wants to get the book himself. Unexpectedly, it was stopped by the night god. I'll get this book.